Hello, my name is Wendy Wences. After completing a whole semester with Professor D and many hours of research on Rococo artwork, it begged the question to me, are there any boundaries in Rococo art? But before we must break down what Rococo art is, based on the article of Arnett, What Rococo Is, written by Erica Tarapazzo, Rococo painting, which originated in the early 18th century in Paris, is characterized by the soft colors and the curvy lines, and despite the scenes of love, nature, amorous encounters, light-hearted entertainment, and youth. The word Rococo derives from rocaille, which is French for rubble or rock. Rocaille refers to the shell work in the garden grottes and is used as a descriptive word for the serpentine patterns seen in the decorative arts of the Rococo period. Now, that may sound complicated, but here are some visual images of what Rococo art is. You can see the soft colors and the curvy lines, which Erica Tarapazzo stated, but Rococo art dances the line of sexual desire and romanticism. This photo at first glance may seem innocent. However, Jean-Honore Fragonard intended was much more sexual. The patron wanted Fragonard to draw his mistress on a swing while he peeked under her dress. In the book of Delphi Complete Works of Jean-Honore Fragonard, writing by Jean-Honore Fragonard and Peter Russell, displays and illustrated the complete work of the artworks, the similarities, the differences, and the meaning behind. Another example would be the article of the Rococo and the Wannet in the 18th century France, displayed by the National Gallery of the Arts, states that in the scene Diana, virgin goddess of the hunt, steals forth through the moonlight to kiss the sleeping shepherd Endymion, whom the gods granted eternal sleep to preserve his beauty and youth. Diane in Edwin was painted when Fragonard was still a student at the academy and heavily influenced by Brocher, who was his teacher. It was one of several mythological vignette sets at different times of the day. Another despites Aurora Rising. Both compositions, painted as over-door decorations, were based on the designs Broch had done for the previous baptistery works. Despite similarities to the older artist's work, Diana and Edwin already displayed important elements of what would become Forward's own style, rich colors, and a fluid handling of paint. As we dive more into the Rococo art, we will see more boundless images of Rococo art. This is the portrait of Marie Louise Omfrey. This is also known as the Blonde Odalisque or the Resting Girl. Wikipedia states that this portrait is filled with soft and flirtatious pastel colors, such as pinks, yellows, and blues. The profusion of the flowery tones boldly embodies the Rococo art. The nude girl and the suggestive symbols throughout the painting help convey its erotic theme and Rococo painters love using. The different shades of yellow throughout the piece created a sinister tone that accentuates the girl's pinkish nude body. The girl is the main center point of the painting, and our eyes are drawn there by the horizontal lines shown in her pose and in the way that drapes hang down the side of the room. The sheet and the cushion surrounded her elegantly and made her look very lightly and airy. Books like The Broch and the Rococo art and the architecture, written by Robert, exceptional is considered issues related to authenticity and the relativity value of our works based on attribution. The illustrations comprise a visual resource of unpredictable quality, giving us 450 images to assess and compare. And after watching the common characteristics of Rococo art and agriculture by April Gregory, brings us to the conclusion of what we had asked. Are there any boundaries in Rococo art? Rococo art is a boundless and free way of expressing one's sexual desire, and has beauty that holds no boundaries, which makes Rococo art so fascinating.